All right, good morning. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. Today's second of two live streams today, right here on the channel Ahn Rho. Wherever you're from, Facebook, Periscope, Twitch, or YouTube, welcome to the Ahn Rho Project, self-therapeutic project for me to solve the challenges and problems in my life, as well as a self-improvement process for me to reach the goals and heights that I've set for myself. And so that is the Ahn Rho Project synopsis as a whole. We were just moving on from the second live stream as a second live stream from the previous, and the previous live stream, if you just check in about 5 minutes previously, we covered about half of the room. So I'm going to turn to the side here, and you're going to see basically we covered regions C in the closet, B, which is here all that table shelf stuff, and then the office desk here on the table, everything here. That's region A. Region D as well was covered at the back here. I believe it's all the sort of hallway, including the bed mattresses that are lying against the wall. So that's what's covered in a previous logistic review live stream part 1. This is part 2, and we're going to cover the last 3 sections. So I'm going to stand up right now and show what that is. We have the mattress, that's section 7. 6 here is the shelf, and section 5 over there is this sort of area that has all those luggage bags. And so we're going to run through things. Now, if I could do a quick summary at the very beginning of the previous stream, we of course had section A, which is the office, about 9 sections there. Not too much has changed in terms of inventory management. If you're looking at this from a gaming or business, especially a business perspective, you understand exactly how things are organized in a warehouse setting. I'm treating basically my rental unit as that. So not too much has changed there. B hasn't changed all too much. There's some, Colgate and toothpaste we're trying to run through them at the top. Section 1, the office, the main change was basically the pieces of paper and the gifts being gone. But other than that, it's not changed too much. All the pieces of paper, I've decided to leave only 3, but we'll talk about that about tomorrow's stream or Monday's stream. But here, not too much changes. Only section B, we had one on top, one on bottom here. It was mostly the fact that we took some paper bags up there with some pens, and for the laundry, we removed them. The closet section didn't change very much at all, except for one section. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections to the closet, plus 9. That one was removed a while ago, but that would have been 8 months ago. So over here, at the very top, we have some equipment that was actually on the bed here. So section region 7 equipment was moved up here, specifically about 3 sections of region 7. We took the toiletries, kitchenware, and some packaging boxes for the electronics, like the laptop and the drawing tablet, and we put them up here after having sorted everything out. So that changed a little bit. And finally, the last summary from the previous stream here, we just had, some stuff here. And the summary, trust me, is necessary because the previous stream ran on for 25 minutes. So the fact that I'm covering all of this in 5 minutes is, 5-fold decrease in time. But basically here, it's just new bags, really. Up here, the main change is obviously the bed mattresses have been switched from 7 and 5. These 2 regions have changed between the hallway and the bed. So over here, that's kind of like I'm not dancing or anything like that, but we have that kind of stuff here. Can you do isolations? I can. Well, maybe if I tried. I don't have any practice with that. So we had this mattress that's changed. We took 2 of these. Okay, so this one on the bottom. Obviously, you can see it's like this one's like the frame, and then there's the mattress on top. These were over there, and the mattress over there was over here. So 2-for-1 switch. These 2 mattresses are each on their own larger than the one that I'm currently using. That's all right. I wanted my brother to be able to use the bed that he was given. These mattresses were actually for him to use anyways. Class 2 items, I want to stop depending on these 2 items. So I purchased all the stuff here, all the equipment, and my own mattresses. That's the packaging up there. That's the bed itself with all the blankets, the comforter, the throw, the pillow and pillowcase, the drapes, everything, even some bedding materials at the bottom, some bubble wrap, all that stuff class 1 in nature. Class 1 item meaning I purchased my own hard-earned money, as opposed to stuff here that was given from my caregivers. So it's just a switch over there, and of course that's a major change in region D, probably 1 to region 2. So 2 would probably be corresponding to sections, what, there's 9 here, 9 here, 9 here, so maybe section 27, 28, 29. So section 29, give or take, overall. And in terms of region, the hallway region H2. So okay, on top here, obviously that's also new. What was up here before, like we mentioned, it's just all the stuff from the packaging of the new material placed here. So all this is pretty much class 1 equipment. We also have some workplace equipment in there. And then of course here is some donation clothing that I intend on giving to Salvation Army, to charity, to non-profit organizations, for the homeless or whatever. But there was only that stuff on top of the rack. Ever since the previous 6 months ago, I decided to move some of the equipment not only to the closet up there that I spoke about previously, but also some of that stuff goes here now too. There's largely up here, down here, electronics and tools, things that are too heavy to be put up on the shelf, like kitchenware and dentist equipment. So over here is that. In addition, we have the blankets from section 7, from region 7, that I was using. Those are more like souvenirs now. Those blankets date back 25 years, covered the previous stream. I put them over here now. So that's that. As well as that I put the blankets inside a bag that was up here. That's why I mentioned that. So it's over here, and then that moved over here, and then that put inside over there, and so just all a bunch of rearranging. So okay, the main crux of this stream is still going to be here. So regions E, F, and G. E, F, and G, or respectively, E, region 5 being all this luggage bags, 6 being the shelf or F, and G, 7, which would be, this sort of bed mattress area, which previously was a huge mess. So let's start here. What has changed here? Practically nothing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections at the bottom. These top 2 sections have changed quite a bit. And here was this bag. So this one goes back to university days. I covered it in 2 weeks span. This has been removed because it's now empty. I covered everything. I never thought I'd see the day that happened, but it finally happened. And now instead I put some equipment there, mostly winter clothing, into this bag. Before it was electronics. I sorted them out, took them, put it inside this bag here, which was largely empty and planning for work. So it's here, as well as some tools. And then that bag became empty and I put all the winter wear in. Now, both of these bags, like I said, were over here on the mattress region 7. And so they've moved over here. Again, more mass purchases also in the closet as well. So it's just scattered. Everything that was on the bed has been scattered. Sections, 1 to 10 of the mattress region 7 have been scattered across to here, to over there, Okay. And then this knapsack we will probably be covering very soon. Actually, this is something that I would say is probably tomorrow's stream. We'll start hacking away at this stuff so that we can put it away. That being said, that is not any different. So far, region E, the storage area is only changes really basically the knapsack up there switched up for the electronics bag, and not electronics anymore, but it was in Logistix Preview 5. So here, 7. I don't know. Today's stream is a very tedious one. I am bored on my mind right now. That's probably why I felt so sick to my stomach in the morning. I couldn't make a stream. That's my excuse for doing my stream today at 9. But basically here, all right, F. Okay, F, right. So what has changed here? We have basically a whole bunch of equipment here. I have stuff that I newly wear because of the whole COVID-19 pandemic now. I have some bandanas to wrap around my face, as well as some face masks. That one here, that's a gift from my colleague. I also have some straps here that bind around my wrists when I go to work, because it comes with the drop leg that I made. and I made that drop leg rig on stream. So we have that. Yeah, you can check my previous live stream is there, or just search it up. Anyways, you have here 1, 2, 3. The books have largely stayed the same. Now the clothing also largely stayed the same. However, I can mention now that there was some clothing, that was some winter clothing, once again on the bed, which I sorted out and I put in here. So, definitely some stuff. And then there's also actually a lab coat that I'm wearing right now, but if it weren't washed already, it would be in here. So that's what's changed. Again, just on the bed mattress, strewn all over the place on the bed. Sections 1 through 10 on this side here have just been scattered. 1 to the F shelf, to the E region, to the D region, as well as region C of the closet, being the closet, sorry, not of the closet. Aside from that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all sections of F have stayed largely the same, with exceptions to 1, 2 and 4 here, 3 and 4 here, and maybe just 1 up here. So if we just move around, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9 by 5 is 45, 45. So we go, the next 9 would then be like 54. So there's like section 46, 47, and 44 here. That changed a little bit. And finally make it to the last section, the last region, sorry. And that's this bed right here. This region here, a huge mess, like I said. Just a whole shift in dynamics we have as a summary of the mattresses over there. I'm finally sitting down again. We're over here. Now my brother can use them, thank goodness. And then the bed I'm using now is it's just all over here. It's just all over. It's huge. And it looks much better. If you take a look at the comparison, take a look at the title. What's it say, right? Comparison between this bed and the previous. So it's a before and after image. The before image is right up there. Right up there. I'm pointing right there. See my finger? Yeah, top left. You can see it. That's the picture, a snapshot of my previous stream I made 3 weeks ago. You can see that mattress is that mattress. The larger one that's actually against the wall. And then the one that's actually on the bottom, obviously, is a frame. So that's how ugly it looked. Yeah, there's even a hole you see in it because I spilled some chocolate on it there and I had to rip out. So I actually patched that up with some of that paperwork, that styrofoam I said, and bubble wrap that I received from my workplace. Now I patched that hole up in that mattress and then put over the cover sheets. So the bed sheets you see are actually on that mattress now. And I've stuck it up there so that's all red and prompt and ready for my brother when he comes back from university. Okay, so onto this bed here. Now, obviously, like I said, there's the bed mattress. There are 2 of them. I'm gonna say without very easily that there's also 10 sections over there. Like I said, equipment moved over to F shelf, E the storage luggage bags, D to you saw the tools and equipment there. So there's just some electronics moved there, some clothing moved there, and here as well. Up there moved the toiletries and kitchenware. So all of pretty much sections 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 10, or respectively as a total sections. That would be like 55, 56. Sections 55 straight through 64 are all removed and finished. They've all been moved and sorted out and organized into these areas here all across the room, from C straight to F, being the shelf, the closet, the hallway, and the storage luggage bags. So they've just been dispersed between sections 18 straight to 45. I would say everything that was in section 50, like 55 to 65, has been redistributed and rearranged and organized and put in the proper places all across the earlier sections, the lower number sections, around 20 to 45. So that's how things were rearranged in a counterclockwise fashion. So I now can say very safely that the last and final region here, which is the bed, has actually very little stuff in it. There were previously maybe about 14 sections, but now I can say there's maybe only about 6 sections, and all the sections that had previously existed here have been removed, and instead we have new sections because the bed has become significantly more complicated. And so I can say once again, there's just 2 bed mattresses there. But if you see now, along with the blankets, the 2 blankets that were class 2 items, so they were put away in that storage. So the 2 blankets and the 2 mattresses up. But what has now filled the last 2 sections? So I'm going to say this is section 55 through to 64 plus, so that's a 10. And then we have the 2, which is the mattress and the mattress on below. So that's the top and bottom mattress, the space occupied by those 2 places, and the stuff on top, which was probably just some blankets. So overall, maybe about brings us to section 66, 67. So 66 is, if 66 is on the bottom, it's pretty much empty now. Before it would have been that mattress. 67 is much more complicated because the mattress has switched, but the most complicated is probably 67. I mean 65 on top. If that was like, all the way through the 10 sections over here, from 55 straight through 64, which was electronics, toiletries, anything from a mass purchase, clothing, winter clothing, just put in the right places now. It's all gone. Instead, now you have only like the three remaining sections that were here. However, over there with a low grade bed, sorry, top left hand corner, that's the photograph. And then now it has all this shit, which is great shit. So I want to show you what that is. So there's like 5 different layers to this thing. So no, it's more like 8. So the first thing we can take a look at is this bed frame. See that bed frame, the legs. So first of all, like I said, 65 down there is empty. What would have been that bed? So now it's all standing up, meaning that I really much appreciated this because I did this. I decided to buy this bed for a bed frame so that I wouldn't be, there wouldn't be the same issue with those like house centipedes climbing up all the time and scaring the shit out of me. And then we also have the fact that it's just cleaner that way because then you can just sweep under. It's very easy to clean. So in terms of saving me time and a whole bunch of headache from having to use the vacuum to get through the corners, I can just sort of sweep it out real fast. And it doesn't accumulate any dust any dust that does accumulate, which it does, is now easily swept away. So that's that. Anyway, so that's the first section. Second one is probably the bed mattress itself. You can see that there's actually some bubble wrap here. So all this bubble wrap, and then we have the bed mattress itself, and you see there's some plastic covering on that, so to cover that. Then we have the bed sheets. So it's like 1, 2, the bubble wrap, 3, the mattress, 4, the wrapping, 5, the bed sheets, 6, the comforter, 7, the velvet throw, 8, the drape. So it's just a whole bunch of layers here, and sleep is that important. So let's just run through the layers of section 66 to 67 of this unit of my household, and that's pretty much going to be it. That's going to be the finale. After that, we just do a summary. So we can say, obviously, I had to relayer the bed because I wanted to have a non-stick, not non-stick, non-stick, so I want it to be sticky. So the bed actually stays put. Then I put some bubble wrap here, basically, of this bed mattress on it. And largely, after that, the most important part for me was to put on this plastic tape, this plastic stuff here. So you see these 2 plastic bags. It was actually I believe it was it 2 plastic bags? 2 plastic bags. So I cut them up. It's from my workplace. I brought them back, so the class 4 items, just like the bubble wrap. And then I cut them up and sealed them with some tape, so that it would wrap around the mattress. And that's because this mattress, of course, was a used mattress that was passed on. I thought was from a previous landlords, but actually from a previous tenant that we used to have. So that was back in almost 2 decades ago. About 1 decade ago, 2008ish. And so the mattress here, I found out, is actually from that. It's from that tenant. It's not from a landlord. It's from tenant, not a landlord. But it doesn't change anything. It's still a class 4 item wrapped in some class 4 packaging, and the packaging there is to protect the is to basically provide a barrier between the bed, the bed mattress, which is dirty, and I tried to clean it off. Like I had to do. Oh, I didn't even go. I have to talk about that too, man. I'm tired. Like on that day, I spent literally like 5 hours. So we had to do so much cleaning here. So first process was just removing all the grit and the dust. And so we took a broom and dust and everything. The first thing I had to do was actually reorganize the sections. So that was the most important part. Reorganize everything, then stash them, find a way to stash them. So that's the first and second parts. Third, then after that, finally, was actually having to remove the mattress. We had to move the mattress and the blankets away, which are on the wall there. Fourth was actually cleanings, using sweeping. We'd sweep with a dust broom and everything. And no. 5 was actually, I actually had to hit the mattresses to get all the hair and dust and all the shit off the mattresses. Both of these have been used, whether it's the ones on the wall or the one here. And then we had to sweep everything because it would be pointless. Then we vacuumed everything. Oh my god. And so that was 6, 7. And then after that, we had to put the new mattress down and build it from scratch, which then, goes 9, 10, 11, because then we had to put the bed frame, but then you had to find a way to put bubble wrap, and then put on the mattress, and we go, oh shit, we also had to wrap it as well. So wrap it and tape it up. Oh my god. And then finally we had to organize all the mattresses on top. So finally we put the bed sheets. Jesus. The bed sheets goes right in. Right here. So this black bed sheets, like I said, this stuff had been covered as a new purchase on the bed sheets. And then the comforter, again, also from Walmart, the comforter, the comforter, the velvet throw, the bed, and the bed sheets. All 3 of these layers, easy to put on, very fast, and were purchased from Walmart. And then finally, we have the drape here, also from Walmart, as well as the pillow with the pillow protector and a pillow case. So we have all those things here are completely new. So the pillowcase, the protector, the pillow itself, we have the drapes, the velvet throw, and the comforter. So that's 6 and 7 for the bed sheet. So all of that is just straight from Walmart purchases. 7 items have now been placed on top. And so section 67 of this unit household, which is of course region 7G, finally we've covered everything. Oh, jeez. So sections 1, 2, 3, all straight through 10 have moved to from C, D, E, and F, just dispersed from G all the way there. That's all the equipment. The mattresses between sections 5, which is D, section 4, which is 4D, and 7G, the mattress in the hallway has switched completely. The blankets have been put aside there, and then we have some new blankets that were over there that we purchased, and we unpackaged them and put them over here. So again, that's how things are just going to swap. And that was the most major thing. Like I said, there's some supplies there we put up. We have all that stuff dispersed across the room now. That's much more organized. And of course, we have the paper. We can't forget the paper. The most important sheets of paper there. We're going to cover tomorrow's stream or something. All these pieces of paper. So that also was a significant change. So needless to say, this is a logistic review 6. I'm very tired. I can finally sit down and say exactly why this stream actually ended up today, 9 a.m. EST, at the very end. And of course, I am actually enjoying the view right now because the room looks way better than it did before. In fact, just looking at the bed mattress right here, compare this photograph, the top left, to the mattress here. It's completely unrecognizable how things have changed and gone onto that wall there. So finally, this is the last section complete, and I had to say, just to update with the reason. Okay, typically I stream every single day. I do that 7 days a week because I need to cover the progress. I covered every single day. I'm largely under a deadline. Again, the whole series started with 1,000 days till death, and so I have maybe about 19.8%. So that means I have 802 days left. All right, so assuming that I drop dead at the age of 30, I'm trying to cover all the progress here. or even the drops. I have to cover the bad times, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we can see, okay, you know, there was a lot of work there between this stream and the previous stream. There was so much work. I've been speaking nonstop for 50 minutes. I just realized. So that actually contributed a lot to why I didn't wake up on time, and that's what I was talking about. Basically, this morning I woke up and I was supposed to stream every single day, but today, even though I woke up on time around 2:30 a.m. in the morning, a little bit late, I just couldn't get myself up, and I couldn't figure out why. But I understand very much why now. Part of it was the fact that I had some broken sleep. I had only 4 hours yesterday, and I've been working incredibly. There's a lot of labor work in the manufacturing plant for this past week, so I just was completely not ready. So I first went back to work from vacation, and then on top of that, I just did not enjoy getting 4 hours of sleep. And then I realized also I was anticipating psychologically. I was thinking and worrying about having all this anxiety and stress of having to do this Logistix stream, which of course is this stream as well as on previous. It's a very tedious process. It gets me, man. It's just like trying to run through 17 chapters of any subdiscipline, and a full textbook, and trying to summarize it in an hour. You'll get flustered because there's so much to cover unless you have planned out. But since everything I'm doing is in real time, it's always unplanned, or rarely with some planning, I suppose. That being said, though, that's partly why I didn't get up on time. Instead, I'm streaming right now at a very odd time. I don't like streaming at these times. I usually have it set for 3 to 5 a.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. And anyone who isn't able to attend just watches a review. But of course, today is a very different day because I woke up so late and I felt sick to the stomach. So I woke up, I felt like almost throwing up. I had this huge migraine, and it was sort of accompanied with this sort of detachment. I was lightheaded. It was like as if my head was detached from my body, and I felt really dizzy. And so the whole time I was just being all trippy, and no, I gotta stop. So I was just kind of, I didn't have it in me. I tried to make the stream this morning, but I just instead lied down on my bed. I couldn't get up for the next hour until it was too late. And then, of course, me living in a household right now that's being rented and shared across 4 or 5 different families, including the landlord and 2 or 3 other tenants. I just couldn't make the live stream happen this morning. And I'm incredibly disappointed with that, but we got it finished. At least there was almost 1 to 2 hours worth of stall time. I was wondering whether or not I would get the logistical review finished today. But in fact I have. So this is logistic review part 6. The other 5 portions have again just been caught. There's been one with almost one full year ago, probably on Periscope. At that time I was only streaming to one platform, but after that, this is the 6th portion, and I don't know when the next one will be. Probably be another 5 months at least before we cover the next one, and there has to be a significant change before we let's say we rearrange the stuff here. I have some plans on doing that, but there's a long way to go. The schedule that's set up for the next item catalog live streams, so that's just every single day. That's something that I cover. We have the bags at the back there in section E, region E, sorry. The red bags, the backpack, as well as some paperwork here that I want to cover eventually, maybe in the next month or so. We have all these newspapers and stuff that I received from volunteering and stuff like that. And then we also have the paper at the back here, as well as some dust. So more largely I want to clean up the office setting, the region A, the office, region B here, which is this sort of the stuff here that I haven't covered on stream, as well as the paper. And so the next maybe month or so is what I'm going to get it moving towards. The next maybe 2 weeks, so that's more the short-term goals, sorry. One is shortcoming. So we have those bags at the back there. That's what I'm going to cover in the next stream. So we're probably going to do that starting tomorrow. We also have this paper here. Again, like I said, we tore down some pieces of paper. Well, we're going to cover that the next live stream as well. So that's the plan. Some papers, some more papers, and then the bags over there from university days. So I think that's everything finally, and I can deliver take-home message now, which is as usual, to take care of your health, take care of your finances and your family and your loved ones. Make sure that you become a strong, responsible individual, because that is the only way to have anything of value to contribute to the ones that you love. This is not to be preachy, but rather something that I am trying to practice myself, and hence why I say it, I live it, I do it. It's just to try to embody the change that I want to see. Then on top of that, because I do stream every single day, when I say the fact that I would want you to focus on your goals and solving your personal problems and challenges in life, it means that, of course, I recommend people to drop into my streams only about once or twice a week. And usually my streams, of course, much shorter. This is a logistical review. Part 6 takes about half an hour just for the first part and second part. But usually my streams are, just about 10 minutes. And so, if you decide to drop on by, you can do that maybe just once or twice a week. You don't have to come in every single day, because, like I said, I want what's best for you. I'm happy when you're happy. What I do on camera, I don't compromise for anybody else, because it's good for me. I will keep doing it, and I hope you share that understanding and that you do what you need to do. Do you have something special planned for your spouse, for your kids or your grandkids? I don't know who's watching or what age group. Are you younger? Do you have an ambition to become the next civil engineer, contribute to urban planning? Is it maybe you want to become the next pediatrician, the next doctor? Whatever it is you want to work towards, get it done. Whatever challenges you have in your life, sort them out. Money problems, health problems, relationship problems, family problems, all that kind of stuff. And, that's where I want you to focus your time, attention, energy, and resources towards. That's basically what I'm doing here on stream. So on that note, if you do feel like dropping by, maybe on the weekends, maybe in the morning, whatever is, I guess, convenient, that is much appreciated. I want to say a big part of this stream is, I guess, when if I'm still here 30 years down the road, I want to be able to look back and see how much has changed. This is basically a time capsule, a record of how things change through time for me. And I want to say that as well. In addition to that, of course, if someone finds this sort of stuff relatable because they may be facing their own particular challenges and you're in a dark place right now, I suppose this is, if you just take a look on my streams 1 year ago, you'll find basically that I was in that dark place. So you're always welcome to the streams if you feel some sort of overwhelming anxiety or something it is that's bothering you, and it helps you just for you to watch someone, I guess, struggling horribly on camera in terms of being a proper, responsible individual, I suppose. So that's that, and just a learning process. If you find that relatable, you can always drop on by. But certainly things are much better than they were about 8 months ago, and they were at that time it was much better than the 6 months before that, and then that was much better from the very first time I started live streaming. This whole place here, I just remember how much of a mess. There was rotting food here. I was in a totally fucked up position in my head. I couldn't manage all the responsibilities I had from volunteering to this project, as well as business and my workplace, and everything just sort of reflected the huge mess that it was. I just look around now and I think, what a big difference, what a change. And I can't help but say, even here, I remember the day that I was imagining, when I have my own bed, when will I have my own bed? I was asking myself that question about just about a year ago, and I was just drooling over this bed mattress that was still at the time in Walmart, but I couldn't have the funds to purchase it. And I was just waiting for them also to switch new inventory, so get a brand new bed as opposed to something that they have kept in their warehouse for more than 2 years. So I was like, at that time, I was like drooling and craving this. I was chasing, trying to run. I was on the grind. And now I look around the room and, okay, all the garbage and the plastic bags, all that shit is gone. All that packaging and the food, all the fucking food packaging is gone. All the rotting food, the smells, odors, shit on the floor, all the dust, all the junk is gone. I mean, anything that has to belong somewhere is actually on top of something, so it makes sense. A lot of the things here, all the books, all the clothing are now in one area, in one designated area, instead of being spread all over the place, clothing here, there, and there, and there. And I wouldn't know what pieces of clothing it were. Some was for donation, some was for my brother, some was for me, some was for my stuff that I didn't really want to wear, and all that kind of stuff was just all over the place. Now it's neatly compiled there. Half the clothing is donated, the other half is awaiting for COVID-19 to end. Same thing with all the bed mattresses. Man, what a switch. Take a look at this. And take a look at that on the photograph on top of there. That and this bed. What a difference. I remember how and what a bad place I was in just about a year and a half ago. And I take a look. It's phenomenal how much change has happened. And it actually makes me so happy. Just, I can't grasp, I can remember now how much pain I was in just 2 years ago over here. All the mess, even this shelf here, the clothing, I didn't know what I had. There was some stuff here that wasn't mine, some stuff here that, it's just a bunch of clothes balled up that for years and years, 5, 10 years old, that I would never wear, and it's not even mine, it's my brother's, all mixed up. Man, what a change. What a change. One of those barrels is missing now. Wow. Everything has changed in terms of my living standards. Right now, there are some problems at my workplace now that I have to resolve, but it's just so comforting to be able to come back from work and then know that I now have decline. That was a call. That finally I have managed to find stability. That's what it is. Yeah. So I have stability now, and there's still a lot to get through. Oh, there's a never-ending stream of stuff to get through, but bars. But but that's life. This is the Ahn Rho Project. I just gave my long-winded outro, and then I went into this rant about how things have changed. Honestly, I hope to see a better version of all of you as well as myself tomorrow morning. I'm on like shit because I actually have no more energy left. I'm so drained. 1 fucking hour of live stream because of the Logistix review is so painful. So painful, man. You don't even know. Okay, I'm exhausted. This is Ahn Rho signing out. Tomorrow's live stream will cover the paper here. I think some groceries as well, and we'll probably if we can, the day after on Monday, we'll start on those bags, like I said, those red bags, the knapsack and the time bag. Ciao.